Good morning, everyone. His Excellencies, distinguished guests, Governor Olayemi Cardoso, esteemed policymakers, development partners, members of the diplomatic community, colleagues from academia and the private sector, ladies and gentlemen, I stand on existing protocol as highlighted by Nancy. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 7th Africa Emerging Markets Forum here in Abuja. At the Center for the Study of the Economies of Africa, we are honored to partner with the Emerging Markets Forum and the Central Bank of Nigeria in convening this important thing. This forum represents more than another conference on Africa's development challenges. It is a platform for strategic thinking, evidence-based dialogue, and policy engagement at a time when both Africa and the global economy are undergoing some profound transformation. We are particularly proud that this edition of the forum is taking place here in Nigeria and indeed in Africa. Bringing together such a distinguished assembly of global leaders, African leaders, researchers, policymakers, and practitioners is a significant milestone. It reflects a shared recognition that Africa's future must increasingly be shaped by African ideas, African institutions, and Africa-led policy conversations. We are deeply grateful to the Central Bank of Nigeria under the leadership of Governor Olayemi Cardoso for the huge support in hosting this event and commitment to advancing policy-relevant research and dialogue. I would also like to acknowledge the vision and leadership of Mr. Harinda Kohli and the Emerging Markets Forum for creating a platform that has consistently fostered meaningful dialogue between emerging economies and global institutions. At CSEA, the forum carries special significance. Our institution was founded by Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, whose lifelong commitment to evidence-based policymaking, economic transformation, and Africa's place in the global economy continues to inspire our work. Her presence in today's program is a powerful reminder of the role of ideas, leadership, and institutions can play in shaping development outcomes. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme that unites our discussions over the next 2 days will be timely. The global economy is experiencing one of the most consequential periods of transition in recent history. Geopolitical tensions are reshaping trade relationships. Supply chains are reorganized. Technological change, particularly advances in artificial intelligence, is transforming production systems, labor markets, and public policy. Climate change is imposing new economic realities, while tighter global financial conditions continue to challenge developing economies. For Africa, these developments present both risks and opportunities. On one hand, many African economies remain vulnerable to external shocks, commodity price volatility, inflationary pressures, food insecurity, and fluctuations in international capital flows. But on the other hand, the continent possesses significant opportunities arising from demographic dynamism, digital innovation, expanding regional markets, abundant renewable energy resources, and the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area. So the central question before us is therefore not whether the global economy is changing. It clearly is. The more important question is whether Africa can transform these changes into a foundation for sustainable, inclusive, and resilient growth. So this forum seeks to contribute by answering that question. The program has been carefully designed to address some of the most pressing policy challenges confronting African economies today. Over the next 2 days, the forum will examine 5 interrelated research teams that address some of the most pressing policy challenges accounting African economies and offer practical, evidence-based solutions for sustainable and inclusive growth. What unites these studies is their strong policy orientation. At CSEA, we believe research must go beyond diagnosing problems to informing practical solutions and better policy choices. Collectively, the papers provide actionable to help governments, central banks, development partners, and the private sector to strengthen resilience, deepen regional integration, accelerate innovation, and advance inclusive and sustainable development across Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa stands at a critical moment in its development journey. The choices we make in response to global economic change will influence the prosperity and opportunities available to the future generations. Our challenge is not merely to withstand change, but to shape it. Our objective is not merely to build resilience, but to build prosperity. And our ambition should not be limited to adapting to the future, but to help to define it. On behalf of the Center for the Study of the Economies of Africa, I thank you all for your participation and commitment, and I wish you fruitful deliberations as we look forward to the insights and partnership that will emerge from this forum. Thank you very much. It is now my singular honor to welcome the CEO and Chairman of the Emerging Markets Forum, Dr. Harry Dakoli.